Well, good morning, pace setters, advanced commitment night, folks. I want to thank you again for last Wednesday night at the Manor House. It was just a week ago that literally this time a week ago, we were preparing for this evening that we had last week. And I got to tell you, it was one of my favorite nights literally in the history that I've been a part of Christ Church. It was a moment, and I don't know if you could feel it, but it was the word that just keeps coming. It was very palpable. You could feel that God was moving. The Holy Spirit was in that room, in our midst, in that moment, and continues to be moving forward. And man, there were so many cool things that happened that night. There's so many cool things that are happening, so many stories that are coming out of Raise the Spirit. But first and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being a part of this journey, whether you're at the very first Pace Setter event or you were at Vision Night or you were at Advanced Commitment Night. I want to thank you because each and every one of you that are seeing this, you are the pace setters. You're out in front and setting the pace for the rest of our church right now. A couple cool stories I want to tell you from that night. The first one was we had a high school boy there. I can't even call him a boy because he made a very manly decision and he labored over his card for like probably 15 minutes. In fact, he scratched out 2 other cards and filled out a new card because he wanted to get it right. And he labored over a card and he turned his card in that night. And I for some of us, we'd look and go, man, that's cool. But it wasn't just cool. It was that he made a sacrificial gift on his card. I thought it was so cool. He didn't even tell his mom and dad. I'm not even going to give you the number here because A, he'll probably see this. 2, his parents will see this. But he gave his sacrificial number for a 17-year-old, 15, 16, 17-year-old kid. He made a very adult, manly decision. And I won't even call him a kid because he's not a kid. He's a kid to me because he's young, but he's not a kid. That is a very adult, mature way to set the pace. There was another one. We had 12 first-time gifts ever. Like they've never given anything. Came to our advanced commitment night, and 12 new families committed to give not just to the church, but to the initiative for the church as well. And so a tithe and a gift. And so just stuff like that coming out of this initiative. Remember, our goal, even though yes, we're setting to raise $7.5 million extra dollars above and beyond our $7.5 million budget for $15 million. But what I'm hoping happens is that our level of discipleship rises, our level of generosity rises, and when we see life change happen, that's what we get excited about. And so seeing 12 new families commit to not just give for the first time, but give sacrificially for the first time is pretty cool. To see a high school student that he steps up and says, man, I'm not just gonna give, I'm gonna labor over this. Then our high school and middle school students, they had their commitment Sunday this last weekend. And I don't have the total number for that yet. They're still compiling those cards. But I want to tell you one story of one girl in our ministry. She's 17 and she is committed to give half of what she makes in job and this summer. And I mean, we're talking like a few $1,000s she's committed over the next 2 years as a 17-year-old girl who's getting ready to graduate, getting ready to go to college. And I just think that is something that is instilled in our kids now, that their generation is going to be the generation of generosity. And so I would encourage all of us as we look at this initiative that we would live in a lifestyle of abundance, not one of scarcity, and that we would be generous. And today, as we're preparing for this weekend, we're getting ready to talk about courage. I would pray that each and every one of us would have the courage to continue to move forward with our commitment. Now, those of you that are Advanced Commitment Night, I want you to do me a favor. We've got Commitment Sunday coming March 11th. Do me a favor for that day. We want everybody to participate that day. So fill your card out again that day. When you're here on Sunday morning, everybody's going to get another card. And we want you just go ahead and fill that card out again. For some of you, you're going to fill out the same number that you filled out at Advanced Commitment Night. That's fine. We're totally okay with that. But I will tell you, some of you, you're still wrestling from Advanced Commitment Night. You feel like maybe God is still stretching you. So I encourage you, keep praying. Maybe God will do even more with that. I know a couple of our elders, our elder number went up after the Advanced Commitment Night. And I think we're now at $462,000 as an eldership. And so I tell you that because even our leadership, we even looked at each other going, hey, I think we can do some more as well. So just be praying through that. Be praying for the initiative. I hope you're doing the 123 prayer experience. I hope you're in your guidebooks every day. If you are not, you can still jump in that and do that and be a part of that. But make sure 123 every afternoon that you pray for Raise a Spear, you pray for this initiative, but more than anything, you pray for the hearts of our people, that as the tide rises with you, all of the boats would rise in the harbor as well. I love each and every one of you dearly. I'm praying for each and every one of you today, and I pray that God does some amazing things in, around, and through you over this period of time in your life and beyond, because you simply said, now I'm going to raise a spear of generosity in my own life. We love you. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.